don't need to see that standby screen. Get rid of that crap. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. We figured we'd do a late little round table here. We made way for Jason tonight, and boy, what a fun time. I enjoyed the heck out of that. Jump in the chat. Let me know if you were watching Jason's stream and if you got any good deals. Look who's here. Greg, K6EGG. Guys, if you haven't ever checked out his channel, go check it out. He has live streams all the time, and they are a ton of fun. D-Star, HF, FT8, you name it, he does it. Go check out Greg, K6EGG. Greg, we'd love to get you in sometime, so we need to work that out. And we got Pota Powers here, Yvonne and Julie. See, I remembered her name this time, so I won't get in trouble. Greg Stewart's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. How many of you actually spent any money with Jason's stream? I know it's a good stream, and we got Jason's in the house. Hey, buddy. I know you were in there.
Oh, yeah. Gigaparts don't like me for some reason. They wouldn't let me buy anything. I'm kind of depressed about it.
That's because your money is available for super chats and memberships.
Oh, yeah. I like I do that color. Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Let's see here. Morgan says saved $60 on a rotator. That's awesome. Nice. That's awesome. Very, very good deals tonight. I mean, shoot, they weren't making any money. They were giving it all away tonight. Let's see. Greg says just about to make some 15-meter contacts. You running sideband or FT8 or what you got going on there, Greg?
Usually regular combination when I watch this video.
What was that? Sorry, Jason.
I said he usually makes a combination on the video sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Turn my gain up a little bit then.
We got a bunch of different Gregs in here. Got 2 different Gregs at least. Greg Stewart says, I wanted to spend money, but my CFO said no. I think they also have another abbreviation, XYL. EGG says, going sideband. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm sure you'll be live streaming too.
We got to get rid of this because this is... All right.
Tell you what we'll do. I'm going to drop the link to join in the chat here. Folks, all I ask, if you are wanting to join the stream, that part is only for the buy, sell, and trade. So if you do have something you want to buy, sell, or trade, definitely come on in. We just ask that it be, non-commercial. So it needs to be amateur radio rated and non-commercial. Guys, also down in the chat box down below, you'll see a little flashing light. That is for super chats. If you want to, throw a little tip of the chip jar or something like that, that's the best way to do it. And yeah. So several of you came on over from Jason's stream, and we're very, very grateful for Jason to having us on tonight. That is Ham Radio 2.0. I think most all are there. And a little shout out there at the end, bringing y'all over. That was great. So again, if you want to join for buy, sell, or trade, just hit if you want to buy, sell, or trade, just join the link that I dropped in the chat there. Chris is in the house. Hey, Chris, free giveaway on my YouTube, Josh. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Y'all know what time it is. When we get a super chat, we have something we do here on HamShackTV. Play the clip.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
All right.
I'm surprised anybody has any money left after the Gigaparts show.
I think you need that $20 extra for that Aurora rail,
That or a down payment or something.
Well, I got plenty of money because Gigaparts didn't like me, like I said. Let me get them. I get this one. It was a sign saying money, for Josh's Aurora.
Yeah. There you go. Appreciate the 20 there.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Dave's in here. Dave, come on in here. You got the link. You know where the link is. Come on in here. You ain't allowed to sit on the sideline. Chris says, hey, hillbilly. And then Oh, what am I looking at here?
What's up, Emma? Now
That's Leroy. I can't tell what that emoji is. Is that like a?
looks like a green 2 eyes something flying. Looks like Ghostbuster stuff. I don't know.
I was thinking a mummy or
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. It's something.
Oh, wow. Dave says he bought some bamboo filament and a battery box tonight. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome. I haven't been able to get into 3D printing yet. It's not something that I've done. I've got a buddy of mine that has one. He's got, I forgot what he's got, but he builds stuff all the time. Matter of fact,
Talk about Andy.
Andrew, yep.
Yeah.
Nope, not. I forgot about Andy. Yeah, Andy does.
Yeah.
But my buddy Andrew, N2AL, me and him came together and designed these. These are for your open spot. So you can put an open spot 3, 4, or 4 Pro in these. And I think the M1KE fits in them too. I'm not 100% sure. But Andrew's got them on his Etsy store. I don't have the link for that right now. Let's see here. Dave says he can't join tonight. Just stop by to say hi. Well, hi.
Well, hi, Dave.
Then Chris says, mean see no evil. Face turquoise covering eyes. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense now. 73, Dave. Appreciate you, as always. So, guys, I will announce to y'all something. We are in contact with Tank Radio. So, was able to establish contact with him. He's had a little bit of a crazy week, as I can imagine. So have I. So, hoping to get Frank on next week in a regular time slot. So, we'll see about that. Leroy says he's still got his 2 HTs from last week available. I don't have that record in front of me. If you want to come on in and pitch them, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, because I think Andy did all that.
Yeah, Andy's got all that.
Yeah.
Andy was in Jason's stream, but I didn't. Usually he doesn't go this late, so he may have called it a night.
Well, he said on Discord he would pop in if he could.
Oh, okay. Cool. Chris says, Frankie Talkster. Well, I like to talk too, so we might have a good contest there. So we're working on him. We're working on some other folks. We'll get them in here. It's just going to take a little time to build this thing up. We'll get it there, though.
And we're working on Greg, too.
Yep. Working on Greg. Working on Michael. Marvin's brother.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're gonna get him in here. We'll get him in here. But I would love to get like Ray Novak in here.
Oh yeah.
Or John Crut. I'd love to get either one of them in here.
Oh, I like the guy from the Ace. Yeah, he's got. And actually, when you say this, both of them both intelligent and they know their stuff.
Yeah,
that would be awesome. Can we get them both at the same time? You think?
I might have to moderate that like a debate, like a presidential debate, if that happens.
No, I ain't playing music, okay? You know, I'll put some super chats on, but I ain't putting up.
Chris says, by the way, microphone is better. Josh, work it. Yep, I appreciate it. Well, for the money that this microphone costs, it better be good. I'm still going to work on my camera angle though, because I can't look at you. Well, two problems. One, I can't twist it where it sits. I mean, I guess I could probably do this and still be able to look at the camera. But the other problem is my confidence monitor was laying on this screen. But now that I've moved it over here, I can kind of get it. I know there's some people that get mad that I'm like this, and you're just looking at the side of my face.
Oh, you couldn't hook it on top of your monitor there?
Oh, Lord, no. Lord, no. This thing's got like a bent clamp on it.
Oh, it's okay, I got you.
Yeah. Like let me see here. I'll give you a little better look at it here if I can. Let's see. Sorry for the shakes, y'all.
I'm gonna send you an email because you're shaking me like a tree now.
I know. Give me a reason. Andy says he'll be here. Give him about 10 minutes. But you see, it's kind of hard to tell because it's dark. But
Oh, okay.
this is a little clamp that goes right here, and then the arm extends out to this, and then I have my pop filter attached right here.
Yeah, that would create some chaos.
Yeah, so I don't really have many moves that I can do with it, but this is the most comfortable setup I've got, and I am making everybody drunk that's watching.
Yeah, I'm still just saying that's email. You got me so shooken up like a soda pop.
Oh, let's see here. Dave says everybody have a good night. Appreciate you, Dave.
Night, Dave.
We'll have an appearance from N0APH here in a while. I'm sure he's got some stuff he wants to tell us about the antennas, the biscuits. Every time he comes on, I just get this sudden craving for gravy and biscuits.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't know what that's all about.
Well, here's my off-the-wall question. What's the chances of getting Jason from Ham Radio 2.0
on? I'm sure he would do it if I asked him.
All right.
But here's the thing. I'm very, very cautious with my relationship with him because, you know, his time is delicate. I mean, he's a busy guy.
Right.
And then beyond that, I don't ever want to use or abuse anybody.
Well, no, I'm not looking at it that way. I was just looking just bring your mind like we doing what we're doing now.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, before I dropped out of his stream, I left the link to join this in our Zoom chat.
I did see that. Yeah.
Well, you didn't see that because this was private. It was the link to join us here on StreamYard. Boy, we are getting some people coming in here. Welcome. We got 31 people watching.
Oh yeah. Well, I got 29. I got to refresh here.
That's fine. Some of you guys are brand new here. Thank you for joining us here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But anyway, yeah, I dropped the link in the Zoom chat for them guys to join if they wanted to come along here.
No, what I meant, I heard you say it when you told them on the chat.
Yeah. Dave is asking, what about Ham Radio Crusader? You know, I spent a lot of time with Freddie Mac and at Hamvention, so that would be good. I need to look at bringing him in.
Oh, Freddie Mac and him, right? Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Jason has rated me.
Oh, he has?
He's rating the stream.
Love you, Jason. Oh.
Yeah, appreciate it, buddy. I'm sure he may be watching, too. I don't know. David Wright, W9AZM, howdy. Appreciate you being here. And then W0JW, John, Jason sent us. Well, we appreciate that. We really appreciate Jason sending it over. So, guys, if you're new here, let me introduce myself. I'm Josh AA4WX, based here in East Tennessee, and we've been running HamShackTV here for almost a year. We started it right at the Huntsville Ham Fest last year, a couple weeks before. So we're doing pretty good. We've grown quite a bit. Got almost 8,000 subscribers now, and we're knocking it hard. But usually on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern time, we do the Ham Shack Trading Post and Roundtable. However, this week I diverted for you guys to be able to watch Jason's stream because that was a lot of fun, guys. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did. Let's see here. We've got WTF Radio. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Howdy, y'all. And then Jason Perez here says, yes, came over from Jason's live stream. He advised us to come check out your stream. Well, we appreciate that.
Well, you're old Jason big time.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he got. Let's see. We're pretty close to even. I'd say he got a jar of moonshine from me at Hamvention. No,
you bribed him.
A little bit of a bribe. No. In all seriousness, I owe Jason a lot. He's been a really, really big help and helping guide me in setting up, HamShackTV. He's a lot of the inspiration of why I've done this.
Oh, Jason's a good man.
Yes, he is.
I learned a lot from him, Josh, HOA, Ham Radio Crusader, Greg. I mean, I can't. I don't have no fingers and toes. And you know, I got so many. I guess you would say Elmos, mentors. They're out there that I've learned a lot, and I can't thank them enough.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've had Elmers when it comes to HF and VHF and UHF, and now I've got Elmers helping me with the YouTube stuff. I mean, yes, I do video for a living. That's my normal job, and I don't mean
Right.
HamShackTV. I actually do professional video at the university. But Jason and to an extent Josh, they've both been Elmers to me on the YouTube side of things, getting all that learned up. Let everybody know here a couple things. I had to throw this stream together really quickly, but usually down in the description we've got all kinds of links. If you feel like supporting HamShackTV, those links will help do that. We also have super chats down available. You'll see a little flashing light down next to where you type your chat. So if you feel so implied, there's that. Now, again, I know several of you are coming over from 2.0. Let me inform y'all of something that I've got going on. You see, we are approaching 8,000 subscribers. I am doing an HF radio giveaway when we hit 10,000 subscribers. Now, Jason thinks it's already his, but we're going to do it the fair way.
Hey, a man can dream, okay?
Yeah, I know. But anyway, yes, HF radio giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. So everybody that's watching, you need to hit that subscribe button. But that's not all you have to do in order to hit the giveaway. You have to first subscribe to YouTube. Secondly, you have to join my Discord, which you can find the Discord link at HamShackTV.com. And the third thing is you have to subscribe to the newsletter. You must complete all 3 steps. And the way you subscribe to the newsletter, you have to go to HamShackTV.com as well. So appreciate everybody coming in here. We got several of you watching here. We're still sitting at about 30 viewers. So that's a big number for us. And we'll bring in Dave too. That's a pretty big number, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, it is.
I thought you were going to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I decided to jump in. I got a little bit. I can wait.
That's all right. We'll have.
You just come on to aggravate me, right?
Of course.
Oh yeah. I do it.
And I was about to bring him up, but here he comes here in just a second. I see him in the green room here. Haven't seen Nolan yet, but I did see him in Jason's stream. Maybe he didn't want to stay up too late.
Yeah, he was in the stream. Yeah, he was in the stream.
All right, now, without further ado, let's bring in the Godfather.
Hey guys, how you doing?
N0 APX antennas. Andy is here. Everybody can sit down and rest now. Andy is here.
Okay, that means I can stop doing the shorthand now. My hands getting tired. Hey, Andy.
If you can see behind me, look what I just finished setting up there.
Uh-oh, Andy got
You
his
suck. Okay, you suck.
Did you get in the filament deals tonight, Andy?
Did I do what now?
Get into the filament deals tonight?
I was getting ready to hit the button on it, and I found the shipping was just made it absolutely not worth it to my house anyway. I couldn't make it work with the shipping. It was like, the shipping was rough.
Shipping.
I would have loved to. There were some good deals there, but shipping was rough. So.
Well, shipping was free because they got a Franklin out of my pocket.
What's that?
I said shipping was free because they got a Franklin out of my wallet.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I didn't have that much.
I made a little purchase too. Nothing crazy, but I don't think I paid anything for shipping either.
I didn't go crazy on it, but that battery box, I couldn't pass on that battery box.
How about that Bilano box?
No, the Explorer battery box.
Oh, that one, yeah.
This K1C compared to the Ender 3 V2 Neo, this K1C I just got is absolutely game changer insane. It's just crazy. I'm shocked. I'm printing the first print right now, and I'm just absolutely shocked.
Is that one of those that you can hook up the webcam to and watch it do it?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. In fact, I'll see if I've got it here. I'm just getting it set up, so I'm not sure that I've got it all here. But if I do, I might be able to share it.
Somebody is putting out some feedback, and I'm not sure who it is.
It could be me. Turn down my.
I don't even have YouTube up. I just got just us because it was still big and I was getting dizzy. No.
I didn't hear it there.
Are you talking about my train that's going by?
Nope. No, but I hear it after I talk. I hear your train now, but I don't hear it now. Anyway, it's not that big a deal.
Okay.
Guys, several of you coming in. I know most of you are coming over from Jason's stream, and we appreciate you for doing that. Jump in the chat. Let me know if you got any good deals with the whole stream over there. Jump in the chat. Let me know. Hit a super chat if you want to. And if you're since y'all are new here, we do a little thing called play the clip if you do a super chat for any amount. So I know Jason KQ4 UEI would appreciate that. He loves his clip.
Yeah, and I do a little thing called shoot the fireworks whenever anybody buys an antenna, so keep that in mind.
That's true.
Hey, now wait a minute, Andy. Since we're all channel members and we got the Mafia boss on the left corner, Mafia boss says, hit the fireworks. You got to do it.
I like his deal though. You buy an antenna, he'll shoot the fireworks. We need to have Boomsday going or something here. What's it called? Have I not done that yet, Dave? I need to do that.
No,
I'm just joking, but yeah, no.
I'm
I'm grading the channel.
Yep, we'll fix that. What was I doing?
How's the trucking world, Dave?
I've been off the road for a few years.
I thought you were still driving.
Oh no.
Oh
no. When they started putting a bunch of steering wheel holders out there, I got off the road.
Oh, you did too?
Mm-hmm.
Hey Josh, if you want to share this, you can see my webcam up here. I'll take it off in a minute. This thing's literally been printing for 12 minutes, printing a benchy here, and it's already almost done.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, my Ender 3, didn't even compare. It wasn't even close to this fast.
I didn't want to do that. What did I do?
Are you
That's a better camera than my Bamboo.
What are you building, a biscuit?
No, this is a benchmark print. It's just a little, they call it a benchy. It's just kind of a test print. Anyway.
That's awesome. How do I put us back on screen? There we go. Oh me. Still several watching here. So we appreciate all of y'all coming in here. Ken, saw you in Jason's chat. Got a Biano battery, regularly $124.99. Got it for $95. You got a steal, bud.
Yeah, awesome, brother. Yeah, he got a steal.
So I'll share with y'all what I did. I really couldn't afford it, but I did it anyway because I wanted one. Let's see if I can find it here. Where'd it go?
How bad's your wife gonna kill you? Is that what you're trying to say?
I have my ways. We'll just leave it at that. Let's see here. I'm trying to find it. I had one of these in my hand when I was in the Gigapart store in Huntsville back in February, and I sat it back down. And I regretted it, but I ended up doing it anyway. Good Lord, they had so many deals. I think everything in the store got discounted tonight.
I believe so too. I saw stuff in there that I want that's like $1,300, $1,400, go up to $1,300 to $2,000, and they really dropped the price on this stuff. I mean, really. And I don't know who said it in Jason's feed, but Gigapart's gonna be in the road on this one.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. Where screen is it? This one. Here's what I did. It's the Doran Electronics solution DB Mega Cast. So this is a standalone device.
Yep.
Does D-Star, DMR, and System Fusion.
Nice.
Regularly $400 to get it to me for $100 or $269.
Okay, that's a steal.
And then, but here's why. One reason that I sat that radio down when I was at the Gigapart store and didn't take it home with me. It does not come with a microphone.
What?
It does not come with a microphone. It has a it takes a mic that has a RJ45. So I started looking for that, and I picked up one of the, I can't find it. It's somewhere in here. One of the Yaesu mics that has the RJ45 connector.
Mm-hmm.
I got it for half off, $30.
Nice.
So what would have been a $500 transaction in Huntsville turned into like a $330.
So you saved about 100 some change, yeah.
Quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Quite a bit. So let's go back to the chat here. Nope, I don't want to do that. I want to do this here. No, I don't. I want to be equal, not bigger than everybody.
Had a pretty good price on that POTA 33H too tonight.
Yeah, that thing was popular tonight.
I just didn't. I can't afford that right now.
Dave says howdy to John. Jason says purchased a battery box and the Anytone Bluetooth microphone speaker for mobile 578 UV Plus. That's great.
Nice.
And Adventures is here. Hey, buddy, appreciate you. And by the way, speaking of Adventures, I got a very kind, touching email from Adventures last week or a couple days ago, and it was wonderful. So I thank you for that email for sure, and your friendship and support, super chats, all that good stuff. You're awesome, buddy. You were waving a second there. Oh, wait a minute. Everybody act cool because no one is here now.
Oh Jesus!
Hey, Nolan.
You had to let him in.
See, you shamed us, Josh, and all coming on.
All right, Josh. I gotta go. All right, I'm not good.
It's getting crowded in here.
Yeah, I'm getting really hot and sweaty now. You know. Did you bring the popcorn?
Andy, you probably know this. You may know this better than I do because you do StreamYard too. Isn't the limit 10 people on the stream?
I've never hit the limit, so I don't know for sure.
I need to look into that.
I'm unsure.
Hey, now I'll find out for you. Close that out. STR.
We keep having streams like this. We may end up hitting that limit before long.
Let's see here. Many guests.
Josh, I got 4 things tonight.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Josh, do you want to know the total?
Sure.
25.
Wow.
It says here, StreamYard allows maximum 25 guests along with the host, producer, in the studio for a total of 26 participants. The capacity is shared between the green room, waiting area, and studio. The number of guests who can be visible on screen at any given time on the user's StreamYard plan.
Oh, look, he's got the boat ready.
Look at that thing. A perfect 3D benchy.
Let me make it bigger here. There you go.
How long did that thing take?
Not long.
Should be about 36
I want to say
minutes.
like 16 minutes max. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Perfect 3D benchy with text on the bottom.
That's cool.
Crazy. That's just like one of their stock G-code files that came on the printer. But man, that's insane.
That's cool.
This is my first experience with the Core XY printer. So,
well, that's Andy. I went from a V3 to the Bamboo P1S, so I know what you're going through. Because 15-minute benchy is impressive.
No, did you say you had some stuff?
This thing is like the Creality, kind of the Creality version of the P1S, I think.
Right.
So.
Yeah, man, I got like 4 things this week.
Oh boy, Andy, you got the spreadsheet ready?
Let me pull the spreadsheet up.
Oh, I'm not talking about stuff for sale. Actually,
Oh.
I am going to have stuff for sale because I bought stuff.
For
I'm talking about,
topics.
like,
I got
topics.
you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't intend for this one to go long since we came on late tonight, but yeah, let's go ahead and hash some stuff out here.
So since we started talking about
Nolan,
this,
we're gonna be on the first topic whenever Josh calls it. I about guarantee you. No,
dude, all right. So since we started talking about this, I'm gonna put up something for sale, okay? And I might not actually let this go, and I don't know how much I'm gonna let it go for. It's gonna be an MFJ 259B SWR antenna analyzer. Whoa.
Got to kill the blur. Ooh.
And what's that normally run, Mr. Nolan? Just out of curiosity.
I think they're like 250 on QRZ.
Right.
What's the difference between the 259 and the 259D, Nolan?
I'm pretty sure it's the frequency.
Because I just picked up a 259 at the HamFest last week for like, I want to say like $50 or something. It was like an insane deal.
All right. So here's the deal. My wallet is way lighter after unexpectedly spending like $1,400 tonight.
Oh my God!
Oh, Jason lightened your wallet, huh?
Oh Lord!
What did you buy? Did you buy?
I will cover that. Okay.
Oh, I need a drink for this one.
So
Dude,
I've been looking at.
somebody buy an FTX one.
No. So all right. So I've been looking at the Rig
Like
Expert
Aurora,
antenna
maybe?
analyzers. No,
Right.
no.
101?
No. So I've been looking at the Rig Expert antenna analyzers for a while, and I really like the ability to be able to see like the whole area of like. This only shows you one frequency.
You got the 3,000.
It shows you one frequency with these. What do you call these windows with the little
Decimal meter.
yeah, those little analog meters. It shows you the SWR with the analog meters, and you can see it swing. I don't know if I'm gonna miss that when I have the Rig Expert. I might keep this. I might sell it.
You'll be getting rid of it, trust me, because I got one of the Comet 300s that does the sweep like the Rig Experts do. And yeah, anything that's analog, I want to be able to set my frequencies to where I can do a span and sweep that whole
So
area.
here's the thing with the MFJ, I can set it up and I can trim the antenna while I have the analyzer on it, and I can see it respond in real time. With the Rig Expert, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to hit the button to reanalyze the antenna.
Yeah, you might want to keep it for that.
I don't think it has a live mode.
Yeah, you got to hit the scan button. It's what's that? E-print. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did get the Rig Expert Pro, so I have the full color TFT screen. And the other thing that I wanted to get the Pro for.
Where did that come from?
What's going on over there?
I have no idea.
You weren't doing anything but sitting there out there.
Uh-huh.
What did I miss?
Well,
You didn't
got
see
your
the
free
balloons
balloons
go up in the
tonight,
candy?
Jason. Oh, man.
Oh,
Sorry
sorry.
about that.
All right.
Please proceed.
Hey, Andy, stop so we can hear what Nolan got tonight.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so I was thinking about going. I saw the Rig Expert 500 come on there, and I was like, e-ink display, no time domain reflectometer. There's a couple of things that it's missing that makes the Pro really nice for an extra $60. And they finally posted it, and I'm like, yeah, it's going in my cart. So I ended up getting the Pro.
Mm-hmm.
I started the night out with the CSN SAT tracker. That was a hell of a deal, man. So those are like, let's see, what's DX Engineering have it for? I think it's like 275. Yeah, 275 on
like
DX
that.
Engineering. I've seen them going for like 240 on QRZ, 230. They had it down to 215.
Wow.
So that was right away. That went into
You had to jump on that.
Well, I think people learned this time because last time the first one Jason had, everything they were doing was stupid amounts in the offers. There was a lot that people made offers and they came back with even lower offers than people asked.
So So I have a couple of those. I got the mounting brackets for my. Did I tell you about the 9700 I got?
No.
So I got a 9700 ICOM 9700. That's
You
another
love that
topic.
radio.
But that's one of the reasons why I got the SAT tracker. And then, of course, I had to get a Yaesu G5500 rotator. That was, I don't even know how much I spent on that one, but I just added that to cart because it was ridiculously cheap. It was like $700. So, yeah.
Did you hear somebody spend $1 a bid on a 101?
I was about to mention that too.
So I put a $1 million offer on the ICOM remote web server software.
That was
your offer. Your offer.
Yeah, that was me.
That was you. I was wondering who did that. I was like, what the?
Yeah,
Like,
I think I had the highest offer tonight.
You did.
And they let it go for like $90 or something.
And that was
like
a good price because I think I paid $150 for mine.
Yeah, so I didn't really look into it all that much, and I figured, why the hell not? So I threw that in my cart too. I'll have that. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I have it if I need it.
Well, it gives you even if you don't use the radio part of it and use something else, it gives you the connection to where you can network it. You can put a client on a laptop, and you can work at radio when you're remote somewhere.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. Is that compatible for the 9700 and the 7300?
Yep,
should be.
Yep.
Can I use it on both, or do I have to?
As far as I know, yes. You'll set both radios up. I don't know if you can use them at the same time because you got to leave it on. So if you're wanting to work your 7300, you'd probably have to have the 7300 turned on and ready to go. But yes, it will work with both. You just set up two different profiles in it.
Okay, so we'll find out.
Two things here.
Listen.
Armalock make an 891 or 857 really bigger, and is it worth the money? Anybody know?
Yes, they do make the arm up, but I don't think they make it. They only make it fit the radio. I don't think they make it any bigger.
Oh no, the cage makes it a little bigger, but it is definitely worth the money for the protection.
Excellent. The other thing, I know where that echo is coming from. Are you everybody else hearing the echo that I'm talking about?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's Jason. Jason, do you have headphones?
It's Jason. I've heard his echo before.
No, I don't have headphones.
That's what we're hearing. We're hearing the audio from us talking reverberating through your mic.
Wow. No, I don't have no head. Nothing.
It just went away.
It's gone?
Let me see here. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Check
Nope.
1 2 1 2.
It's not as bad.
It's not as bad. It's not echoing off where he had his phone sitting now.
Yeah.
It might have been because I did have it sitting on my tablet. I wonder if it was conflicting with that.
It's definitely coming from your phone, Jason.
Huh. I don't know.
Because when you talk, we don't hear it. But when any of us are talking, that's where it is. But I don't hear it now. I don't hear it at all now.
Oh, let's try something here.
I hear it occasionally.
It's nice and quiet now.
Well, you're muted. That's why.
No.
All right, Josh, you want me to hit you with the second topic I got?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, so I got all this stuff today for the one thing, the 9700. Jason, mute yourself. Can't stand hearing myself talk.
We all might have to do super chats for Jason to get some AirPods.
I'll
Totally
send.
kidding.
I have a headset here. I'll send it to him.
Totally kidding.
All right. So I got all that stuff today. I wasn't gonna do this. I was just gonna play it. So I have an Arrow antenna, and I've been working sats with a THF6A, which I think I have somewhere here on a bench. But I recently just used my ICOM 2820. Worked a sat, first satellite contact. It's working great, but God, is it a pain in the butt to account for the Doppler shift, account for the polarity, track the satellite as it moves through the sky, so track your cap, and then on top of doing all of that, you have to remember who the heck you're talking to. So it helps to like have it on video. But so I made my contact. I did it the hard way, and now I'm upgrading things. So I got the 9700. I was just gonna run the Arrow antenna handheld still, without the sat tracker, without the Yaesu G5500. I got that. So I got the 9700. I bought it used off of QRZ. And the radio listing was for a like new in excellent condition ICOM 9700 2024 serial number. It's on QRZ, and I trust hams a lot. I've an innate trust with the ham radio community, just because everybody, it's a close knit community.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, you're still echoing.
Well, let me ask you this, Jason. Is the audio coming through your headset, or is it still coming out of the speakers of the phone or tablet?
It's not picking up on his mic. All right.
No,
So
it
anyway,
wasn't connecting at all. I was trying my trucker's headset, and usually it connects to something like this, and it's not connecting. And I wasn't hearing nothing. And I'm trying to figure out why it's echoing, because it did do this before.
All right, Jason, you're back in the mute box. All right. So I got the 9700 in. Man, I unboxed this. This thing came shipped in its original box, and inside its original shipping box, the thing was immaculate. There wasn't a scratch, a dent. There wasn't even dust on the thing. It wasn't even like it looked brand new, like he hadn't even opened it. So got it up, fired it up. First thing I did, and this is the whole moral of the story. This is why I'm telling the story tonight, because this is important. If you don't get anything else out of this podcast, out of this live, this is something you get. If you're ever buying used radio gear, have test equipment, or bring somebody with you that has test equipment. Antenna analyzers, dummy loads. This dummy load here that I have attached to the MFJ antenna analyzer is like $15. If you were on the Gigaparts live stream tonight, you could have gotten a 100-watt dummy load for like $15. But having one of these stupid little dummy loads off of Amazon or Gigaparts, they're less than $20. It's a lifesaver just to know that it's not the radio.
I think that there was a 1,500-watt dummy load that went on the stream tonight for like $90 or something like that. It was
It was a Palstar, and
yeah.
So I do have one of those too. So
yeah, Palstar dummy load's a good dummy load.
That Palstar DL2K. It's got a watt meter built into it, so when you transmit into it, you can see your RF. But then, if people aren't familiar with like test equipment, a bird watt meter.
Yep.
That's
a classic. Everybody has one of those.
And so this one is actually, I love this one because this has the CW and peak meter on it. So you can actually take single sideband measurements.
All right. How about this now? Is this any better? I think I figured out the problem. Why it's echoing.
I was still hearing it while no one was talking.
Yeah, it's still echoing a little bit.
By the way, real quick, Nolan, let me hit this here real quick. Adventures was asking, it can't even picture what the Armalock looks like. I'll share it. I know there's might be some issues being able to see it here. Give me just a second.
It's a metal cage that goes around it, and it actually moves. It's got connectors where it'll bring your coax where you can bring it to there. It is.
Yeah,
it's like a roll cage.
Now this is for the 891. It's the Armalock TPA 891 Bravo, but you got a BNC connector up top there and another.
Well, what it does is it relocates the antenna jacks on the back of the radio to the front.
Right.
It's really helpful if you have that radio in a man pack.
Mm-hmm.
You're not pressing the cables into the jack.
Right.
Yep. And I see some other thing. There's some other connectors here. I think that's either a key or that's a headphone jack, one or the other. Right
What,
there.
at the bottom there?
Yeah, they're on the bottom
Scroll,
right there.
scroll down. You can see the relocation packages they offer.
Yep.
If you're on the right-hand side.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
You're a military, right?
Trying to see if here it is in the pack. So if you're curious what it looks like in the pack, that's it right there.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's very good. Very good.
All right.
So that's for the 891. Let me show him the 857 here. He mentioned the 857 as well. Where is it? There it is.
Jason, back to the box, buddy.
Josh?
That's the 857 one. It looks like very similar. Very similar.
Yeah.
And how much is
They
that?
even make one for the DX10, and they make them for a lot of radios.
About
Yeah.
$160.
160, 165. It depends on what all you get.
Right. Am I still echoing?
Yep.
Gee,
Back in the mute box.
I turned the volume on the mic down. It's on one.
Back in the mute box. All right.
On my side, it's sounding better.
So
It does sound better. I will give it that.
All right, let me turn it down some more then.
back to the 9700 story. So I get this thing unboxed, fired up. All the electronics, menus, everything's working okay. Run it through factory reset. Get my key hooked up to it, and the first thing I did before I even connected to a radio, I connected it to a dummy load. Set the power to 1 watt. Send a CW signal, 1 watt. Looks good. All right, go up to 10 watts. 10 watts looks good. 20 watts. 20 watts looks good. 40 watts shows 60 watts on the output. And I'm like, all right, something's a little fishy. 60 watts, 60 watts on the output. 75 watts, 60 watts on the output. 100 watts, 60 watts in the output. So I call ICOM up and I said, hey, you want to walk me through, just double check my math on this one, that 100 watts is equaling 60 watts out. And he's like, yeah, that ain't right. So contacted the ham that sold it to me. We're shipping it to ICOM. They're going to take a look at it. He's going to pay for the repairs, make it right. So at the end of the day, good transaction. But here's the ultimate moral of the story. The ham that was using that, so the problem was on the 2-meter antenna. The 70 centimeter antenna was okay, but the 23 centimeter antenna was also damaged. So we don't know what the issue is yet. Jason, back in the mute box. God, I can't stand listening to myself talk. So we don't know what the issue is, but we're going to find out. And at the end of the day, the ham who sent it to me, he only used single sideband. And the radio was sending out RF. And if he was only using single sideband, he would have made it into repeaters just fine. He may had some signal degradation reports if he was doing like a 1-to-1 off repeater QSO, like QSO. They made it come back if they were doing 100 watts and he was doing 100 watts and they both had the same antennas, and the other person was given a 5.9, the other person may have given him probably 5.5, right, or a 4.5, just because the signal wasn't there. It was only sending out 60 watts. The protection circuit was kicking in. So without that test equipment, without having a proper test equipment, you might not know you have a problem. And that can really affect the performance of your radio system at the end of the day. So it's really important as you're going through and you're building, especially for newer hams, to realize and understand if you can't afford the test equipment, find a friend who has test equipment and see if you can borrow it and just check and make sure your equipment's working. And as you go and you add radios and you add antennas, make sure you're also adding that test equipment so that you can check yourself as you're going along the way and make sure your antenna system and your radio system is performing optimally.
So here's good advice, and that's very good advice, Nolan, for sure. Here's some other advice. If you're going to, especially any bigger ham fest, Hamvention, Hamcation, Huntsville, something like that, most of the Rars Fest, even most of the bigger ham fests will have a test bench that you can take things to. and make sure it powers up. They have watt meters, all that good stuff. If you don't have your own equipment with you, so make sure if you're going to a ham fest that you check ahead and see if they have to test equipment. If they do, they're more than happy to test that stuff. And I don't think I've ever seen anybody charge to test something.
Yep.
So.
And if you don't know how to use it, ask.
Yes, 100%.
Because somebody will help you and they'll teach you how to use that test equipment, and it's very valuable.
Yeah.
Most CB shops will too, because
What?
when I had my CBs, if that's something wrong, they would do a free bench test.
All right, so we're on to number 2 now. Well, we're on number 3 now.
See, we made it halfway, and I'm not
know,
even
right?
close to ready to shut this thing down. Dave, were you going to say something, Mango?
I was going to say on the equipment stuff, even if they can't afford a bunch of test equipment, I recommend everybody get a Nano VNA. Learn how
Yes.
to use it to at least
Nano VNAs
check
are
your
awesome.
antennas.
Yep.
I love Nano VNAs. Also, before we move on to Nolan's number 3, Dave, I got a quick question for you.
Okay.
What settings do you use for PCTG? Do you set it on? Do you set it basically on PETG and then just tweak it a little bit from there, or?
Yeah, that's what you probably should use. The filament I've got, they actually built a profile for their PCTG for Bamboo, so I got their profile. But yeah, I just it's similar to PETG, but it's also chemical resistant. So it's really the only difference.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Interesting.
Ahead,
Number 3. Good number.
Number 3. All right.
Dale
so here we
Earnhardt.
go.
Come on.
You guys know I'm an L-Craft fanboy. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Tuned up on 6 meters last night, after there was a POTA spot on 6 meters. I figured, why not? It was Washington, D.C., so it's kind of close. I figured I could hit it. Couldn't hear him at all. Went to tune up. KXPA 100 wouldn't tune on 6 meters.
Oh.
So I'm like, all right, have no fear. I got the L-Craft phone number. So I called L-Craft this morning, 10 o'clock. He answered my phone call. We started getting into the troubleshooting, and it was, I work in IT. So like when I have to call a vendor and start troubleshooting, I'm not looking forward to it. And I was on I kid you not, guys, I was on the phone with L-Craft for an hour, not because I needed to be, because I wanted to be. It was that fun troubleshooting this radio and the amplifier. So we were giving jabs, going back and forth with each other. And at one point during the conversation, these guys on the help desk at L-Craft are like radio Jesus.
We have parachute Jesus. Now we have radio Jesus.
These guys know more about L-Craft and about electronics than I could ever fathom knowing. And at one point in time, he was getting ahead of me, and I was like, whoa, slow down a little bit. He's like, that's okay. Take our time. It's a hobby. We're here to have fun. And as soon as he said that, I was like, I got that sigh of relief. And we just got back into troubleshooting, and everything he was telling me and everything he was walking me through, it was so nice to just have that level of, to be able to answer call up. They answer the phone right away with a real person, and you were able to connect to a person who could actually solve the problem. And then I'll briefly get into the 4th topic here. I'm starting to my CW adventure, right? So I've had the straight key sitting on my bench for probably a good 5 or 6 years now, and it's the biggest fear that I ever have. Well, L-Craft makes a paddle that clicks right into the KX3.
Andy made a sale.
I tell you what though.
He did that because of CW.
The CW that deserves fireworks. So no, there you go. There's your freebie for the night.
So we were joking about that, and he's like, "Yeah, you might find something in the box." So we'll see what shows up in a box. It could be anything from a coupon to maybe a paddle that falls off the back of the truck. But I'm not expecting anything. The Ellicraft guys are great. They go above and beyond in all cases, and it's just another, you know, trick in a bag for Ellicraft, and another reason why I love them so much. But so all right, number 4. We're at
I
the
don't know
end.
if everybody's paying attention to the chat, but M&L Radio said they carry SWR meters, mobile 50-watt SWR meters, and 50-watt dummy loads, and said if you see them at shows, ask them; they'll let you use them.
Here's what I can tell you. That's old Leroy. We love Leroy. You'll see him. If I'm at a local ham fest around here, you'll see him for sure. He will be at Huntsville, and he will be at Knoxville. So if anybody's in the East Tennessee, North Georgia, Alabama, go see Leroy. Go. He's got good stuff. And if you're into GMRS, he's got a heck of a lot of GMRS stuff too. So anyway.
All right, number 4. This is the final one. We're here. We're at the end. So I started my CW adventure. I don't know what like re-sparked it. I think I was kind of sitting here and I was running out of things to like do. As I like start mastering a topic, I look into like 4 others that I could fiddle with, and I hate not knowing. Like I'll get into digital modes, and I'll be like, all right, that's cool, and then I'll get into satellites, and I'll be like, all right, that's cool, and I get to like 80%, like between 60 and 80% of mastery, and I'm like, all right, I kind of got the gist of it down. Like, what's next? So satellites has been my latest adventure, and now that I'm kind of like comfortable with satellites, I'm like, all right, what's next? What else am I not good at? What else when I show up at a ham fest, or when I show up at, you know, a field day, what am I like shying away from? And it's, you guys know what this is. If you've ever been to a field day before, there are CW operators tucked into their own little corner.
Yep.
Under these dim lights all night long, and it's like 2 guys that never say a word.
I'll admit it, Nolan. We bring a ringer in every year, and that's all he does is CW at our field day.
Yep.
He can crank the points out for us.
Yep.
You're lucky because, and I'm not knocking my brothers at Smart, but not your Smart, Andy, my Smart. We bring in a trailer that's got 2 CW stations in it and all this stuff. Them guys spend more time sitting up there drinking freaking coffee than pounding that key.
Oh,
and
no,
talking about how good it used to be back in the old days.
The one ringer we bring in, he crank. That's what he wants to do. Leave him alone.
Yep. Hey, let me hit the chat here real quick. Adventures asked, how about chat radio? Yes, Jim Gifford from Chat Radio. He is typically at most every medium to large size ham fest in the Southeast. He goes to Hamcation. He was at Hamvention. He was supposed to go to Raleigh, but they had storms, so he did not make the Raleigh trip. But he goes to pretty much all of the local ham fest, especially the middle size and up. Never heard of M&L. Well, that's because M&L is new. So you'll like them. Leroy's good people. Anyway.
When's Raleigh's ham fest?
Raleigh was back in April, like the first or second week of April. It's really good.
Coming up. I was wondering what did you know the dates?
Yeah. Knoxville is not this weekend, but next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Raleigh was like the second week of April. It was I can't brag on Nancy enough. Nancy put on a heck of a show over there. Like, I forget I think they had a couple 3,000 show up to that one. It was a good fest.
And what's the next one going to be?
All right, guys, I'm going to have to call it a night. We're talking about Hamfest, though. Hopefully ours is we've got one that's going to start growing. They just moved the AWR Midwest Convention to the Spark Club up in Sedalia at the fairgrounds. So hopefully we're going to start having one that starts growing pretty big.
That reminds me, Andy, Dave, neither one of you told us how your Hamfest went.
I sold a few things, but the couple of radio stuff that I had, I wanted a set price. I didn't need to sell them, but if they sold it was going to go to something else. So people didn't want to do that. But some of the 3D printed stuff that we took, my wife sold some of that.
That's good. What about you, Andy?
I bought too much. Oh,
You're supposed to sell.
Well, remember his toroid cords didn't show up.
Yeah.
But I did hand out a bunch of material, and then also I had a table for Ham Radio Prep World Radio League, and that went really well too. So it was a solid ham fest. I mean, it wasn't massive, but it was as big as probably last year. So
it's good. Maintaining is good. Shrinking is not good, but maintaining or growing is good.
Hey, coffee's good. What are you talking about?
Anyway, Jason, you were asking when the next one is. It'll be next April sometime. I don't know the date off the top of my head.
Because Riley's just right down the road. Literally.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour at that.
Knowing I train wrecked you there, did you have anything else?
Yeah, I just got started with my CW adventure. So
I just need to be slapped.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't know what triggered it, but I got all into CW. And last time I tried probably like 3 or 4 years ago, and it was my thing. I couldn't get it. And this time I got connected with Long Island CW Club. So shout out to them. A lot of thumbs up going around.
Oh, yeah.
Great resource in the community. They have their calendar. Holy crap. You talk about an active group. Like, all right. So we'll rewind a little bit. When I was talking about the test equipment, the 9700, and the test equipment, if you don't have test equipment, join a club. Somebody in that club is going to have test equipment. But that club that you're going to join is probably only going to meet once a week, once a month, once a quarter. These guys, Long Island CW Club, they start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they don't get done till 9 o'clock at the night every day, and they have 4 Zoom rooms running.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
You could, if you want to get into CW or you want to be more active in the radio community, Long Island CW Club, they are just like, it's hopping there, and everyone's there. So nice. They have a Discord channel. They have groups.io if that's your thing. That's where like everything's based out of. They have so many communities that you can join, and
Nolan's not kidding when he says everybody's so nice. Everybody is amazing. Their instructors, I mean, they're just top notch. They're really, really good.
Yeah. So CW Adventure, so I actually joined. They have this thing called a carousel. So you basically hop on this carousel, you learn 3 characters, and then you hop off, and then you just do this for like 6 weeks. I got on my first carousel like Tuesday. It's not my style. It's not my learning style. I couldn't learn that way. Fortunately, I found an app on my phone called Morse Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Morse Mania, man. I don't know what it is. If it's sitting on the porcelain throne and just pounding away at the key that makes it all the better. But like, I'm telling you, I'm learning to send 4 letters per day. And then Long Island CW Club also on the Discord channel, everybody posts a morsel. So what it is it's like a 5-character word that starts at 40 words per minute. And you can listen to that at 40 words per minute, and you can try and guess it. And then it steps down after a couple of tries, and it'll go all the way down to like 5 words per minute.
Oh, is it kind of a play on words with Wordle?
Yeah. It's called morsel. So if you want to try that every morning, look up morsel. It's really fun. Between morsel and Morse Mania, I am feeling so comfortable. I felt so comfortable last night that I got on the air the first time and sent my call sign. I didn't have a full QSO, but I sent my call sign out, and that was pretty awesome. And I'm able to copy probably around 15 to 10 words per minute if they repeat it a couple of times. But I'm on like day 5 now of like learning CW. So it's really like Morse Mania is what's doing it for me, and it's really working. I'm really happy with it. So I think this time I'll stick with it. My goal is by this Saturday to know the whole 24 character alphabet, and by field day at least be comfortable to rough my way through a QSO.
You're gonna do it. I believe it.
Yeah. So if you need help with CW or you're thinking about it, do it. The guys that are in the community at Long Island CW Club, they are so helpful. I posted in the Discord channel, somebody was in there, they were doing a SKCC, which is a scheduled contact. Straight Key Sentry Club, I think is the the thing for that.
Yep.
And I said, I'm listening, I'm hearing you guys in Pennsylvania, and they're like, all right. One of them started calling me, and I'm like, all right, I can copy like 5 letters. And he slowed down, and I copied like 7 more letters. And I tried sending my call sign back. Well, I got it. I sent it, but it wasn't. He goes, yeah, you got a really good rhythm for a straight key for being brand new. So
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, feeling really good with it. But that's all. So that's all I have for like what's happened this week. But did you guys do any of the ships, memorial ships last weekend?
I've been busy.
You got the whole house thing going on.
Lord, it's about to kill me. It's about the house market is absolute
Me and Dave were both at a ham fest, so
do me a favor.
That was challenging. The memorial ships was challenging. The operators that were operating it, I really appreciate them going out and activating those ships and taking time out to do this for us. But man, the bands were not in good condition during that little special event. So
the bands have been rough all the way across the board in general lately.
20 meters 2 days ago was silent. It was between an S0 and an S1 on the noise, and I was hearing stations come through so clean and so clear. Lewis and Clark trails on the air. That's still going on. That's got until the 15th. I'm like, I got a few. I think I can get one award right now, but I got a few till I can do a clean sweep on all of them. The ships one I had like 5 to go. But coming up here soon, we have the ARRL Youth Day.
Mm-hmm.
Kids Day is on the 21st. So my 4-year-old daughter, hopefully she'll participate in that a little bit.
My 8-year-old loves it. Every year she gets on.
And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do the June VHF contest because my 9700 is going to be in the shop this weekend.
Oh no!
Hey, no, do me a favor. Can you send me that club's link so I can get a hold of them?
Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord.
And don't forget, 13 Colonies is right around the corner too.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah, when is that?
Oh, I mean, look, it's always around the 4th of July.
How many listeners do we got here? Do we have anybody?
We got about 12 watching.
Yeah, go ahead and do you want to throw the Discord link in there?
Yeah, we can do that. 13 Colonies this year is July 1st through the 7th.
So that's right after Field Day.
3 weeks away. Well, and Field Day is stupid late this year. Like, it is literally the weekend before the 4th of July.
I don't get that. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to find the Discord link here.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to buy you more biscuits to help Nolan out. Replenish his money account over there because Mr. $1,400 over there.
Say what
It was
again?
it was gonna be spent. It was gonna be spent at one point in time.
Right. I said I'm gonna have to buy now extra biscuits to help Mr. $1,400 over here.
I don't get
Yeah,
anything
there
out
you
of biscuits. That's all Andy.
I don't get anything out of Andy except for some fireworks every once in a while.
Well,
Some
that's
love
what-
and
Oh, and
support.
of course, you get my bright, shining, smiling face every.
Well,
you know,
yeah. I get the free. How about that? I get the free talent. I'll take that.
Oh,
you can
hey,
call it that.
Josh, pop up that chat at 11:10. Long Island CW Club has been featured on the CQ Blind Hams podcast. The Long Island CW Club has their own tool for visual impaired, so it's real. That's pretty cool too.
Me and Professor Jim also just featured him in the last episode of the QRM podcast. So go check that out if you want to. It's on the World Radio League YouTube channel, and we've launched it on a few podcast platforms too.
Joel said he worked the NS Savannah.
Nice.
You can hear the USS Ticonderoga.
I worked at Ticonderoga. You guys need to look that one up on that. Look up the USS Ticonderoga.
I know I hear sometimes I'll listen to 20 or 40 whenever I'm on a trip driving back from somewhere. And I feel like almost every time I'm driving back from somewhere, I hear the USS Midway on the air. They are on the air all the time.
The USS Ticonderoga, I looked them up and I wasn't expecting what I was going to see.
It's not a pencil, is it?
Yeah, it's a pencil.
Go ahead, look it up. Share your screen when you find it. And I'm not going to spoil it, but when you say, "Is it a pencil?" It's almost a pencil.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. Ticonderoga makes pencils.
Oh yeah, the number 2.
Yep, I used those in school.
Yeah.
So you're looking at the Ticonderoga, probably as it was. You need to see it in the park today.
All right, so this is as it was. I have to reset my screen share because this thing is stupid.
Now, have you guys done the novice yet?
There it is.
It looks like
the Ticonderoga, I think, is the little one on the left.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
I didn't even notice that.
Yep. All right. So now look at the Ticonderoga today.
Well, is it gonna let me? So y'all are stuck on one screen here. Let me see here. I'm going to go. Oh my gosh. I can't help this, but a little off topic. For whatever reason, it's asking about mesothelioma. You cannot get away from those commercials. What am I looking for here?
the new one.
Is it? Oh man, was it the Ticonderoga? Oh, now I'm questioning myself.
It wasn't a cat now, was it?
Here's a better picture. 1862 version of it.
That's the old Ticonderoga.
Let's try this. Sometimes this helps.
It's not the Massachusetts. I got the New Jersey. Not the Acadia. Tennessee. Cod. That's totally got to be the Ticonderoga. WTWCR was the call sign they used.
That looks like a relatively recent picture.
No, was it a tanker, a cargo ship, or what kind?
It's an aircraft carrier, isn't it?
I thought the Ticonderoga was in a state park. I thought I saw it in a picture in a park, and all it was just the wooden hull. Maybe I'm thinking of a different ship, but I thought it was in New York. It could be a ship that I wasn't able to make contact with. The USS Batfish, they were on the air a lot.
USS Batfish, what a name.
Yep, that's a submarine.
Yeah, it's a submarine.
Sounds like a superhero. Batfish.
I saw them spotted a lot, but I could not make the contact.
Would it be in your logs, Noah?
I'm looking. I can't see them on here.
Hmm.
I did not see any of the DX ships spotted.
Joel says, this is the Warren County Amateur Radio Club. Yes, it's just a wooden hull.
Yeah, that one.
Copy.
Where is the picture? Joel, do you have the picture of the wooden hull? USS Ticonderoga Museum.
Stand by. I will do that now. Isn't there a song about the Ticonderoga or something? I feel like I've heard that before.
I'm not sure. You have to look that up.
There it is. I found it.
Yeah, I'm
Hull
coming up on it now.
1812. That's what it is.
Wow, that thing's old.
I found the museum.
So
And where's that at, Noah?
head back out into Google Pictures.
And hang on.
And where's that at, Noah?
Google is doing weird things. Or Streamlabs is one of the or StreamYard, I should say. There we go.
And right there, that second picture.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Wow. That's crazy. Here's that's a bigger picture there. Right
That's the hull.
That must be that 1862 Ticonderoga then.
I did not expect to see that when I was looking that up on QRZ.
Now Joel says that's the fort. Oh, now he says yes, that's it. I must have been showing something else.
So that's the one you couldn't make contact with?
No, that's the USS Ticonderoga I made contact with. That's the one that Joel could hear but couldn't make contact.
Okay.
See you, Shane. Thanks for coming in tonight, buddy.
Later, Shane.
That's cool though. Well,
so not all of these ships that were on the air are like, they weren't down inside the ship transmitting from radio room. These guys were like just chilling out in the side yard next to it.
Field day in it. Why not?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get some field day practice in.
Yeah.
Mercy comms. Still.
Yep. Well, folks, I need to wrap this and put a bow on this one. I usually would run longer, but yeah, we started late tonight. I got to go to work in the morning. I've got a big project tomorrow, so
next week we can talk about my desire to purchase a Buddy Hex.
Sounds wonderful.
And we still got to get back to contest one of these days. I know we were going to discuss that at some point.
Yeah. By the way, Andy, I haven't let you have your plug tonight. Talk about what's going on with the antennas.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, if you caught it when I jumped in here, I got a new printer rolling now, so I should be able to make these faster and better than ever, and with more materials than ever. We got a Father's Day sale going on right now, and we actually just launched a new storefront today. We were using Stripe, but I moved it all over directly to my own website storefront. So go check out n0apx.com, and it automatically applies that Father's Day sale 10% off for you when you check out. And yeah, stay tuned because we alluded to Independence Day coming up, and we may have some exciting sales and stuff going on. Something hopefully exciting coming up soon before then. So, oh, sorry, my dog's barking beside me. Anyway, go to n0apx.com if you want to check out any of my antennas. And yeah, that's my plug for the night.
I told him earlier before you got in here that every time I think of you now, I start getting hungry for gravy and biscuits.
Yeah.
Just because you sell the biscuit.
It's funny.
Hey, Andy, got one quick question.
Yeah.
When I buy one, can you make one with a 239 connector instead of a BNC?
It's very much designed for the BNC, but I might be able to. I can either order a BNC to 239 converter and just plug in on there, or I can just send you the link for one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I didn't know if you could. Or not.
Yeah.
That's all I was asking.
Yeah, no, it's very, very much designed for a BNC connector. It would be a very much of a redesign to try to put a 239 on there.
Well, and if you go to any I mean, you're just over the next state over from me, Jason. If you go to any local Hamfest or Raleigh or Huntsville or whatever, usually Tower Electronics is there, or Ook's Attic or somebody like that. Usually they've got just cases of that kind of stuff as far as the converters go. So
right. Oh, I was just wondering if you could do it or not. I wasn't sure. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be too much problem now, I'll just get, like you said, just get the adapter to know we're shaking.
Yeah. All right. Anybody got anything else? Well, I'm going to say meeting adjourned. Appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate, I think we had a couple super chat. Appreciate everything, y'all. We'll go ahead and start the music here if I can figure out.
Nolan, hopefully I can work you maybe a park to park or something one of these days. I want to get you on CW. 7-3, guys. Good night.
7-3.
All right, y'all. We will catch you next week. Next week, we will be at our normal time slot, 8 o'clock, right here on HamShackTV. So make sure you tune in. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Do all the good YouTube things. Check out the links in the description. We appreciate everything. Become a channel member and subscribe. 73's AA4WX, WSCB 693. And you know what? It's time for the freebie of the night.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
I knew you were going to hit him with it.
I always have to.